everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emily from Emily Cromwell Designs, and I design colorful and happy bookish merch for readers. Today's video is a little bit different from my other videos that I do related to my small business. So I'm engaged and I'm getting married, and today is day 2, well, not day 2, today is episode 2, I should say, of my wedding planning vlog series. And I mean, you could probably tell that by the cover and thumbnail of this video, but you know what, that's okay. So this is going to be a jam-packed video. This video, again, it's going to be a pretty different like format than videos I usually do for my small business, where I kind of like take you along with me day by day. This one, it's going to be, I'm going to be voiceovering. I'm going to be doing a voiceover. I'm going to be doing a voiceover of a lot of the things that we're doing. I'm taking you along to go venue searching, taking you along as Chris and I get ready for our engagement party, getting favor bags together, telling you about that, shopping for decor for our wedding, showing you all the decor. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff in this video. I hope you enjoy it. And as always, if you guys can let me know if you want to keep seeing wedding planning vlogs from me. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if there's a couple of you that are enjoying it, please let me know, and I will make sure to make more vlogs throughout the whole process of wedding planning. So the first portion of this video, we are going venue searching. So by the time I'm filming this part, we went venue searching, it was like a month and a half ago, and it was such a fun day. It was a really snowy day, but I was like in like the best mood. I was so excited, and we had a lot of fun. We looked at 2 different places. I'm not gonna say like the names of the places. We ended up going with our second venue that we went to, and it's funny because the second venue was actually Chris's #1 choice. I think it was I don't know if it was like my second or third choice. When I went to it and we looked around it, it very, very quickly became my #1 choice, and I was like, I love this. I'm like, this is the one. And can I just say, I mean, leave it to me. There's always like crazy stuff happening to me, but we're walking around the second venue. Like we toured 2 different venues on the same day. We're going to be getting married up in Maine. The second venue that we went to, I don't know how this happened, but it was my mom and Chris and I. We went up to look at the venues, and we were walking through the second venue, and all of a sudden I just like feel my mom like grabbing at my backside, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she comes up to me, she's like, you have gum stuck to your butt. And I'm like, what? Lo and behold, there was this huge wad of chewed gum plastered to the back of my jeans, right dead in the center. I'm like, well, this is a great impression. So of course my mom is like trying to hide behind me, and I like gave the eyes to Chris. I'm like, and he's trying to like distract the tour guide and talk to her and go in another room, and while mom is trying to like help me get it off, and she's just like picking at it to get it off. And finally, like I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just say it. And we went in there. I was like, well, this is probably a great impression. This is probably the first time this has happened for you, but I have a lot of gum stuck to my butt, so I'm trying to get it off. So I had to go in one of the bathrooms and just try to get it off. It's very embarrassing, but I was like, you know what, it happens, it's fine. So that was a very memorable moment in memento that we will now have forever to remember venue searching by, is when Emily got gum stuck to her butt. So that was exciting. But after we toured the place, we were sitting in like this loft area that like looks out over the water, and it's so pretty because you're on one of like the inlets, like the peninsulas up in Maine, and you walk out of the door to like this barn, and it's this huge backyard, and it's just water. It is so pretty, and you get married by the water, not like a beach setting, but backyard setting with the water in the back, and it's so pretty, and I'm so in love with it. I'm so excited that we were able to pick it for our date. And we were sitting there in the loft talking to the tour guide, and wouldn't you know, a bald eagle just flies on by. I'm like, Now that is a sign if I have ever seen one. Then when we left, it was actually like this huge snow squall, which you'll see in the videos. But venue searching was very, very fun. So I really thought I would be one of those people that like tours like several different venues, because I had a good list going of like 10 possible ones. But what we found that we kept running into, which was a bit disappointing, is that because of the like size of our wedding that we're having, because I'm still very cautious in terms of the C word and I don't want a big crowd and a lot of people, so we're gonna have a small like intimate wedding as they call it, and we're gonna have I think about like 20ish or so people. And I mean really, that couldn't be more perfect size for Chris and I, C word or not, because he and I are very, very big introverts and we don't do well with a lot of people. And I feel like even if we got married many, many years ago, it would still be this many people, because we're not big talkers or like crowd of people. We're kind of like turtles and we go into our shells if there's a lot of crowds. So I think it'll just be perfect where it's just like our close friends and family. So, but what we have been finding, or were finding when we were looking for venues, is that we were actually getting turned down due to our wedding size, being told like, oh, you have too few people in your wedding party. And what I ran into was that one place was like, oh, you can have your ceremony here, but we don't do receptions for weddings under like 50 to 80 people. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to just have a 30-minute ceremony and that's it. I want, even though I'm having a small wedding, I still want a full day of big wedding festivities just without all the people. So that was frustrating. And then I found another place that I really, really loved. It was this really pretty like gardens place, but they were saying that they reserve Saturday evenings for weddings of 80 plus people, and that we couldn't get married there on a Saturday. They were like, well, you could do like a Sunday night. And I'm like, I don't want to get married on a Sunday night. I want to be Saturday. So that was frustrating. And I mean, I get it. At the end of the day, they're running a business and a small wedding doesn't bring them as much money as a big crowd wedding would. So I get it, but it's just frustrating when you want to have the big wedding experience at a really nice place just without all the people. So that was frustrating, but we found this place and they specialize in big weddings, but they also specialize in doing smaller intimate weddings too. And I told the woman like the size wedding we're gonna have, and she was like, oh my gosh, like those are our favorite weddings to do. I'm like, really? And it's this really cool place where you can like, you reserve this whole like small inn from like a Thursday to a Sunday type of thing, and you have it completely to yourself. There's no public people there. It's just you, your family, and your friends, like whoever you invite. You all stay together at this place, and you have your wedding there, you have the reception dinner there, they have like a living room there where you can hang out and play board games. Like and they have a fire pit. I am so excited, and it's like a couple minutes from a local beach, and I could not be more excited. I'm very, very happy, and it's just a perfect spot for us. So I cannot wait to show you guys some pictures and videos after we get married, so you can just like see the whole venue and all it has to offer. It's beautiful. And I will say we're getting married in June of 2025, so I'm giving myself like a good year to plan it, because I mean, with having a chronic illness and also running a business full-time, and then you throw in planning a wedding, that's like 3 full-time jobs. So I'm giving myself some grace, and I'm like, I have some time to just not stress out and like make it like a chilled, stress-free wedding planning experience. So I'm very looking forward to that. We actually already have booked our officiant, who actually was our tour guide at the inn, and she and I became like best friends like within minutes of meeting. I was like, I love you. I was like, we are best friends, and she felt the same, and it was great. We also booked a wedding coordinator that's gonna do like partial planning services for us, because I'm like, we don't need like a full-on wedding planner because it's such a small wedding. So she does like consultation calls with us to help us out with securing vendors, and she coordinates like the whole weekend, like rehearsal, dinner, rehearsal, the whole wedding. So that'll be very helpful. And then we also we just reserved we reserved our photography and videography team. And then I also just reserved my bridal hair and makeup stylist. So we are making progress. I have a call with a potential florist on Monday. I'm hoping that goes well because I really love their website and what they have to offer. I'm very excited. And then I also have a call Wednesday with our wedding planner to go over some things. And then I have a call with a private chef also this week coming up. So it's gonna be a very busy week of planning calls. I had to stop the video for a second, but I forget what I was saying. But yeah, we have a call, I think I was talking about the private chef. So we have a call with a potential private chef because another hiccup that we're running into is that caterers keep turning us down because of our wedding size. I don't want like a full waitstaff catering team I don't know, it's not like gonna be like a ballroom, like formal wedding really. So I don't want like a full wait staff. So I had found this caterer that seemed perfect, and they offered an option where that you could do a pick up or drop off option where they have everyone's meals individually packaged, ready to go, nice presentation. But they still turned me down. I was like, okay. So that made me sad because I really liked a lot of the food that was on their menu. But our wedding officiant and the planner actually recommended looking into a private chef, and this person came recommended, and I mean, he answered me within like 30 minutes of me reaching out. I'm like, okay, that's a great sign, because a lot of these vendors, I haven't even been able to get any bakeries for a cake to respond to my inquiries for like, it's been like a week or two. And I'm like, I need a cake. So I'm gonna ask my planner, see if she can call people for me if I can't get them to answer, because I don't know what else to do. But overall, I'm having a really fun time planning for this wedding. It's really fun, and I'm really just babbling the first portion of this video, but I found my wedding dress, and I went into the bridal boutique wanting like a slim fitting, like super sleek looking wedding dress. It's like form fitting and like slowly tapers out like as it gets farther down your legs. That was totally what I was going for, and I'm like, that's all I want. And like the bridal stylist called me the night before, and like I told her what I wanted, and she's like, well, like we always like to tell our brides, like sometimes you might come in the store and try something on and it's totally opposite of what you thought you wanted and you end up loving it. So like, is there anything that you know you probably absolutely don't want but you still want to try it on just to see? And I was like, let's do a ball gown. And guess what dress I picked? The ball gown. I was torn between this really pretty form-fitting dress and then this ball gown. I mean, it's not like a royal ball gown where it's like major, but it's just like the right amount of poof, and the whole thing sparkles. Like even the train, it's tons of tulle. The whole thing, it has a whole sparkly glitter layer. The whole thing glitters. There's all this pretty lace. So pretty. It was a little bit out of budget for what I wanted, but it wasn't too crazy, so I was like, you know what, I'll go for it. And they had a matching veil that is all sparkles, of course, and I loved it so much. I really wish I could show you guys pictures, but I'm trying really hard to keep this a secret so that it's a surprise on the day of. So like if anyone is attending, like how I invited you guys to watch the live stream, you can be surprised, or like afterwards seeing the pictures. So but all I'll say is that it is a ball gown. It's like a princess style ball gown, and I'm in love. I keep looking back at the pictures I have of me in it, and I just smile every time. I'm like, I love this. I texted my future mother-in-law, and I was like, look at the dress, because I just like couldn't keep it a secret. And she's like, oh my god, and sent back like 10 exclamation marks. She goes, you're beautiful, gorgeous, I love it, OMG, and like she just loved it. And I'm actually going to be inviting her and my future sister-in-laws if they want to come to the first dress fitting for when it comes in later this summer. So I'm very excited and looking forward to that. So I am going to stop babbling right now. Again, like I said, there's gonna be different clips of videos from like the past few months. So I'm gonna do some voiceovers when it calls for it, and hopefully you can enjoy it. I hope it's not like a too all over the place type of video. I'm kind of try to make it very cohesive, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, today's the day we are going to look at wedding venues for the first time. We've got Mom here, then we've got, oh geez, where is he? We've got Chris. All right, so we are heading up to Maine to look at wedding venues. Mom, which one are you looking forward to the most?
First of all, I was looking forward to the first one, but I'm excited to see the possibilities of both of them. They really could.
Nice answer. All right, honey buns.
Definitely excited for both, probably.
Yeah. Honey, we said don't say the names.
Oh. I didn't hear you say that.
Bleep.
I didn't hear you say that.
And I think I'm looking forward to, I don't know, I was looking forward to the first one the most, but then I got really excited about the second, so I think I'm tied to 50-50, so we shall see. Okay, so we just saw the first place, and it was really, really cute. I got, like, Hallmarky vibes. Like, she was saying that some people have described it, they feel like they're at, like, a little Hallmark inn. Like, you know what I mean, like the Hallmark Channel, the romance movies. And I got that vibe. It was really cute. It's this little, like, bed and breakfast, and with, like, a big, pretty yard. And we saw some of the rooms, got to meet, one of the chefs that worked there, went through the kitchen, saw the yards. It was cute. And I feel like that was the word that I just, like, kept using to describe the whole place. It was just cute. Because it was just cute. But, like, Mom, what did you think of it?
Oh, I really liked it. It was really cute and cozy. I think it's a good size for your wedding party. And I think just the other piece is we just need to try to figure out outside where a good spot for your wedding ceremony.
So we're wanting both the ceremony and the reception to be outdoors. And so the yard, the size was perfect and I loved it. It's just more so picturing where in the yard we would have both things. So that part I just have to think a bit more about. But I really loved, like, the size of the yard, and then the inside was so cute. I loved it. It was adorable.
Oh, because I don't even know how my...
That's all right. It should be. Just not slam on the brakes. Because that will just slip the slide.
I just don't know where the water is.
Okay, so we just got done seeing the second venue, and as you can probably tell by the smile on my face, I loved it. Mom loved it. Chris loved it. This is a merge. Making sure we don't go off the road here. When the second we walked in, and it was kind of like this barn setting, and they opened up the big doors, and you could just see straight through to the back. And it's this huge yard and this beautiful lake. Was it the ocean or a lake?
It was lake.
Lake.
You were close enough to
okay. But this beautiful lake, I was just like, oh my gosh. And they had fairy lights lit up and it was beautiful. And we had an omen because we were sitting there talking with the woman that was giving us the tour, and a bald eagle literally just flew right by, and she was like, oh yeah, they fly by all the time and they stay in this tree. I was like, it was beautiful. Mom, what did you think?
I thought it was gorgeous. I loved the barn when we got there. She opened both doors, front and back, and the air just flowed in the barn, and you could just see the panoramic view of the water. It was just gorgeous, and I think the eagle sealed the deal.
Yeah. Chris, what did you think?
I thought the views were great. I thought the both the ceremony and the reception, the area was just very picturesque, very pretty. And the location is pretty perfect for the drive, the commute, and it just seemed all around like a really great place.
So, the three of us loved it. Loved it so much. We're debating possibly just to like see a few others to go tour a few other venues maybe in another week or two. So we shall see, but I have a very strong
feeling about this one. And then the woman that gave us a tour, we had like a soul connection the second we started talking. And as we continued talking, we're just laughing together, which love of pink. It was written in the stars, as is our wedding theme. It was meant to be. And one of my favorite things about this venue was that they had the barn, and it was the big open, it was like 13 feet wide door. And you have all the fairy lights up on the roof in the barn. But then it was like nice and open and airy so that it's a good airflow. But then when you stepped out of the barn, there's this like big, like half circle gravel patio. And then they said they can do like, get like these big barrels and do these like big strings of light so that you're literally just dancing underneath the stars in the moonlight. And I thought it was so pretty. And they also were saying like you could have a setting where you have these big tables outside for like an outdoor reception. You can do a tent. They have yard games. They have a fire pit that you can hang out in down by the water at night. It was beautiful. So I will keep you posted on if we see other venues, and we'll bring you guys along for that too.
So we actually ended up deciding to go with that venue and didn't end up looking at any other venues. So that is the one we ended up going with, and we are so happy with it, and we have really just dived into planning for it. But before that, I wanted to have a little engagement party for Chris and I. And of course, you know me, being an artist, I was like, why don't we do a virtual sip and paint so that we can also include friends and family that don't live around here, and also our friends and family that do live around here. So of course, I wanted to design the invitation and all the fun stationery really for the wedding I'm wanting to do. Hopefully I can do it as good as I'm wanting it to turn out. But I tried to include like our wedding colors with the invitation for the engagement party, because it's going to be like some teals, purples, a lot of pink, so much pink. And since our theme is written in the stars, I wanted to include some celestial elements, so I have some stars in there too. And I decided to get a little bit crafty, you know, I always am, and I got a bunch of really fun, colorful envelopes that totally just matched our vibe. And I decided that instead of paying a company to print all the names and addresses on there, I was like, I'm gonna print them myself. So I spent time watching some YouTube videos figuring out how to set up like a Word document, and actually I was in Photoshop that I did this, to print names and addresses for your wedding invitations directly on envelopes. And it was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be, and it turned out really good. Made me so happy, and I got to work printing everything out myself. So I'm gonna be doing this. I did this for the engagement party, I did this for the engagement announcement, and then I'm also going to be doing this for save the dates and our wedding invitations too. So we are switching gears just a little bit, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me while Chris and I get ready to put favor bags together for our engagement party. I got so many fun things like these custom M&Ms, got little celebration cookies that even had a gluten-free option that was fun to eat. And then we have our engagement party welcome card, and then all sorts of other fun stuff. Like I found this like really cute, she said yes, napkins, gotta have straws. Yeah, it was so much fun. But this day I actually spent a whole day doing favor bags, as well as also putting together the engagement announcements. And I had a lot to mail out. So many of you guys signed up for wanting them and doing the live stream of our wedding. So I was so touched that you guys wanted to attend, so thank you guys so much. So if you did sign up and you got one of these, I am going to be sending you guys a save the date as well, so that you know what date we're going to be having the wedding. Again, it's going to be next June 2025. If you just heard it buzzing, my phone just got a text, I apologize. But Toby, my little furry helper, decided to come on over and help Mama pack and get all the things together for sending these out. Literally, he's not just a supervisor in my business, he's quite literally a supervisor in my whole life. And then I found these so cute custom cups and little packets of seeds. And my mom had this really fun idea to put pretzels in a little bag. and put them in all the different favor bags, and do this really cute phrase idea that Emily and Chris are tying the knot, get it, K-N-O-T, in 2025, you know, pretzel knot. So I thought that was such a cute idea, and I was like, I have to do it. So got some gluten-free pretzels, which were so good, tasted exactly like regular pretzels, and got that. Isn't that cute? I love doing that. And then I designed some stickers to go on the front of the favor bags. I found these ones that had this like clear like I guess like window in the front, and I thought it'd be cute, even though the sticker covers a lot, but like you can still kind of get like a little hint of what's inside. So I really spent the day putting these all together. Toby and Chris helped me out a bit, and I got these delivered to the people that were local, and then put them in the mail for the people that weren't local. And Toby was my little helper, and Chris, I mean, he was really here for decoration, but he kept me company the whole day, so it was a lot of fun. Then coming up, we are switching gears again, and I'm taking you shopping, wedding dress shopping with me in photo form. My mom put together this adorable bride bag, and she filled it with these little water bottles that she put these printout on. She gave me little shoes to try on wedding dresses in, and I'm going to be showing you the dress that I almost picked but didn't pick. So this was the form-fitting dress that I really loved, and I really thought I wanted a form-fitting dress. But then your girl tried on a ball gown, and I fell in love with the ball gown. So this was the dress that almost was. It was so pretty. I loved the lace, but didn't end up going with it. I think I ended up trying on like 13 or so dresses, but at the end of the day, I said yes to the dress, literally found my most perfect dream dress, and it was just such a fun day. My mom and I had the best day together. Okay, so I warned you guys at the beginning of this video that we're going to be bouncing around a lot in this video because I really just recorded a lot of clips to bring you guys along with me. So this is at Hobby Lobby, and I spent a whole like 2-3 hours there just shopping for wedding decor. And unfortunately, like the wedding section, I wasn't too in love with because they had good stuff. However, it didn't have any like the color palette that I was going for. Like this was like a nice dusty rose pink, but I'm really going for like Barbie, like color of my sweatshirt pink. But I did find some cute things like this little lantern for the memory table, and my mom loved this for her hair because she's going to be my matron of honor. And I've been trying to find some vases because the florist said that I could supply all my own vases. So we were playing around with like different vase arrangements and looking at mirrors because I want to do a mirror sign for the dance area, and looking at paints to do my own DIY solar wood flowers. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna show you guys what I ended up getting. Okay, everybody, so we are in Chris and I's living room, so don't mind the mess right now because this is where I'm storing all the wedding decor that I've bought so far, and it's kind of taking over. So I need to figure out a better storage system, but until that point, I wanted to show you guys all the decor I've bought so far. I know we're like a little bit over a year out, but it's hard to resist not going to buy cute wedding decor. So I figure what I'm going to do is like maybe like every few months or every few weeks I'll kind of like visit some stores and just see what's out, because like since things are always changing, and it works since it's like spring decor right now because it's a lot of stuff I'm looking for, like lanterns and flowers and all that stuff. So I got some decor. I keep saying I got a little bit of decor. I got a lot. Like I got a lot. So I'm just gonna go through and show you the things that I got. So I think first I'll show you Hobby Lobby. It's a very heavy bag. My mom actually picked this out for her for a hair clip for her to wear. I don't think I told you guys this yet, but I am going to be asking my mom to be my matron of honor. She is my best friend in the whole world. I'm sure you can tell that if you've been around on this channel a while and you watch my videos. She's my best friend, and we are, if you're familiar with Gilmore Girls, she is literally the Lorelai to my Rory. Although it's funny because I have the personality of Lorelai and she has the personality of Rory, so we're kind of flip-flopped, but she's just my very best friend and I couldn't picture asking anybody else. Like, she's my person. So she thought this would be a really pretty clip to have in her hair. And another thing I found was this really cute chalkboard, and I'm thinking what I want to use this for is I want to put this on the memory table. So I don't know exactly what I want to write yet, but do some kind of like really sweet phrase for honoring Chris and I's family members that aren't here anymore, and having some really nice picture frames with them in it. And we're gonna have some candles lit, and I want to drape like some flowers over this with maybe like string fairy lights too. And so that's what I'm gonna be using this for. And another thing that they're actually kind of right next to each other that I thought would be perfect for the memory table is this really, really precious tiny tabletop lantern, and it has hearts, and you can just put like a fake tea light in there. And I just thought that would be so pretty to have like this set up, and then we could like have this next to it, and I just thought that'd be really cute. And I mean, how adorable is that? Like, put some flowers around the base, and yeah, so I found this. And then another thing, funny story with these. My mom and I spent, I don't know, maybe a good 20 minutes just looking at the vases there, and we came up with these. We really liked the look of these for like centerpiece vases, because what I'm thinking I want to do, instead of spending like a lot of money on flowers to fill up the whole space, I'm wanting to split it and do real flowers for like my bouquet, my mom's bouquet, the boutonnieres, ceremony, reception, and stuff like that. But I'm thinking for reception tables, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this or if you're familiar with it. There's something called soooo wood flowers, and they're these wood flowers that like look like real flowers, and you can buy them pre-colored, but me being me and liking to be creative, I bought a lot of paint to dye them myself. And you can pick literally like any type of flower you want, like ranunculus, I don't know if I said that right, peonies, like roses, anything, and you can dye it to be the color you want. And I'm thinking it'd be so pretty to like have this be like the centerpiece vase for the reception tables, and do soooo wood flowers in here with like filler greenery and stuff, and like putting fairy lights inside here, since we don't need water for real flowers, and to like put lights in there because the theme for our wedding is written in the stars. So I want to incorporate a lot of like fairy lights and just make it have that like twinkle celestial effect. So the funny story I was getting at is we picked these out. We got the perfect amount that I thought I needed. I didn't know how many I would need, but it's just a guesstimate. We get all the way home. Hobby Lobby is like 40 minutes from where I live, so it's not a short drive, and we get all the way home. And a couple times on the ride back, my mom had to like stop pretty quickly for cars stopping in front of her, and I was like, you're gonna mess up the bags, they're gonna be rolling around. She goes, no, it's fine. I get out and I open the car door in the back to get the bags. There was a second bag, fell out of the car instantly, and two of these completely shattered all over the driveway. I mean, the good news is these were very cheap and affordable, so yeah, they're $4.99, so it's not like a super expensive vase or anything, so that wasn't the problem. But I was more so concerned, like, well, is this gonna get on like her car tires and make sure her car is okay? So we were down there for a while trying to sort that out, but finally got that sorted out. But these are going to be some vases, and then I got some chalk paint markers to write on the chalkboard with. And then I think we spent probably another good like 20 or so minutes just putting together color combos in their paint section, because this is the paint that I'm going to be using to dye the wood flowers. Goodness. But again, I didn't know exactly like how much paint I would need. So worst case scenario, we just have to go back to Hobby Lobby, but that's totally fine. So we ended up getting, the colors for our wedding is going to be a lot of pinks, some purples, and a little bit of blue, although I'm not going to have blue in this arrangement. We're going to have like this color, this color. I think I actually have a video from Hobby Lobby where I had them all lined up, because I don't know if I can hold all this together. This is going to be a challenge. This color, this color, this color, this color. I'm trying to see what I did already. This color. This color. I think just one more. This color. So got a good pink purple variety in there. Dark tones, some light tones. So that is going to be for when I DIY the solar wood flowers. It's going to take me probably a while, because I think I read you have to let them dry for like 24 hours. I'm buying like hundreds of these. I'm like, where do I let them dry? So I'm going to need to invest in like some cookie sheets to like put them on and put them somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put them. But I figured that could be a whole other like separate video that we could do together. I'm like, that's a fun craft project, and it'll literally be me learning as I go. So maybe if anyone's interested in doing that as well, we could learn together. So that's going to be a separate video that I'm going to be doing in my wedding planning vlog series. So I'm going to get these back in the Hobby Lobby bag, and then I will show you what I got from the other two stores. Alright, so I'm going to show you these crates that I got first. So I have a vision for these. It's kind of hard to like explain my vision without showing it, but I got 5 of these big crates. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to like stack them, so like one here, one on the side, and I'm going to kind of like stack them in like a tiered way like this, and I'm going to be using that to serve as like a photo display at our wedding. So I'm going to be putting like pictures. I think what I'm going to do for this display is pictures of Chris and I's engagement photo shoot when we get that done, and get like our favorites printed from that photo shoot and display them at the wedding. And then I also want to do kind of like a clothespin with different pins, like holding pictures of us like throughout the 10+ years we've been dating, back from when we were, what was it? I mean, we started dating when we were 19, so we've been together quite a while. So anyways, I'm getting off track. But what I want to do is like have this, and then put like frames in it, and then like little vases with like solar wood flowers, and like drape some flowers on it, some fairy lights and everything. So I got 5. I found an image on Pinterest where I got the inspiration from. They have 6 in the picture, so I might I'm gonna play around with it. I might get 6, I don't know, 7, because I know odd numbers are kind of better when you're displaying stuff, so I don't know, we will see. One of the fun things that I've like been having a lot of fun with going to these stores is finding different frames, because instead of having all the frames be the same, I'm wanting to get like all different frames, like maybe like 1 or 2 the same, but I'm wanting all different frames, and so it can just be really like unique and like different, like cool frames. I'm looking for like white frames and also like sparkly ones. Big surprise there. So I also forgot to show you this from Hobby Lobby. Is I got these 2 white frames that will be a part of it. So got that, and then the other stores actually, they had a lot of pretty like ornate type frames. So the other store I went to was Home Sense. I went to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Home Sense so far. So let me get this stuff out to show you. Alright, so this frame, I'm in love with it. How beautiful is that frame? I saw it and I was like, where have you been all my life? It is so pretty. It's really ornate. So this will probably be like maybe on top of one of the crates because it's such a large frame, but very excited about that one. And HomeSense had a lot of pretty frames. It was really hard not to buy them all. I'm trying to like pace myself and not get everything all at once. They also had this really pretty smaller white ornate frame with like, it's kind of like a vintagey feel, but like roses at the top, which was pretty. And then this one, this is so cool. I couldn't not get it. How cool is that frame? It's really, really heavy. So this would probably be on one of the bottom crates, but it was such a cool frame. So got those frames, and then another thing that I got at HomeSense, put this back here, is, so for our sweetheart table where Chris and I will sit at the reception dinner, I mean, one of the big things about this venue is because it's a historical place and it's a barn, although we're going to be outside pretty much the whole time, you have to do fake candles, so you can't have like real candles. And I mean, I wouldn't really want real candles anyways, because I feel like I would be really anxious and nervous about if they get knocked over, especially if it's like windy or something. My anxiety would just be really bad. So I wanted to get to, what are these called? Tapers, glass candle taper holders to have on our sweetheart table. I mean, thank goodness Chris is such a supportive individual with my love of pink. I showed him these. I was like, can we do these? He's like, sure. I'm like, this is why I'm marrying you. So I came across these. Are these me or are these me? I mean, I was like, you know what? I wasn't sure about them at first. I'm like, is that too much? But I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to come across something like this again. I've never seen anything like this in my life. So I'm like, I'm going to get them because I think they're magical, and we can put like fake candles in there and have it be on the sweetheart table and have the candles lit. And I'm like, and they were really cheap too. They were in a clearance section. Nobody wanted them. And I'm like, I want them. So, I mean, that's another thing I should say about our wedding is that it's not going to be like your average traditional colors for a wedding. Because like what I'm finding, like when I'm searching for wedding decor at stores, nobody has the colors that I want for a wedding. It's very like dusty rose pink, sage green, beige, white. And I'm like, I want bright pops of color like pink and bright purple and aqua blue, and we're gonna have a very colorful wedding. Like I said, our theme is written in the stars. So another thing that I've been running into is that a lot of celestial decor for weddings is like dark navy, dark purple, maybe dark magenta. Not a lot of bright color, and I'm like, I don't want it to be a dark setting. I want it to be like a bright, uplifting, like Barbie pink, blush pink, pretty purple, like aqua blue, celestial. So I'm gonna be really DIYing a lot of the wedding decor, which is fine by me because I have a year to put all this stuff together, and I love DIYing crafts and projects anyway. So we're gonna be doing a lot of fun projects together coming up, so I hope you guys are ready for those vlogs. So that was HomeSense, and then I also went to Michael's, and that was where I found so many things. I came out with 2 full carts worth. I had to push one, my mom had to push one. We got a lot, so I will show you guys what we got from Michael's. Okay, so first 2 things, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be using these for. However, they were pink, so I got them. So pretty. So these, I'm gonna put these somewhere where we need flowers, because I'm gonna be making a lot of solo wood flower vase pieces to put like near the guest book, near the memory table, near like on Chris and I's sweetheart table, near like the food and dessert bar. So I'm like, I'm gonna start collecting vases that I like now, and I really like the idea of things being like mismatched and different and not all looking the same. I like that kind of vibe. So I got those, and then I got another really, really pretty ornate frame. I love this. I just think it's so pretty. They had a lot of really nice frames too. And then they had this cute sign. I'm like, this would be perfect to put, it says all of me loves all of you. And I'm like, this would be perfect I don't know, maybe like near the cake table, or maybe like on one of like the wood crates where we have our pictures displayed. So I'm gonna have to really play around with what I want to use everything for, but I've been really lucking out with finding a lot of cute stuff. And then I got these fake LED tapers to put in those pink taper holders for the sweetheart table. I have to make sure they fit, but I'm sure they will because it's a taper holder. And then I also lucked out because Michael's had more vases. They're slightly different from Hobby Lobby, but I think for the most part they're like the same size. And I'm like, it's gonna be filled with flowers anyways, so it's not really gonna be able to tell that it's not the exact same, but it's pretty close to that size. So I was like, I'm just gonna get that instead of going all the way back to Hobby Lobby just for two $4 vases. So I got that. But another cool thing that I got, more sparkles, is they had these packs of fake LED candles, and they glitter, and they're so sparkly. So one of the things that I want to do for the reception centerpieces is we're gonna have this. I'm thinking of getting maybe like a flat circular mirror to put beneath it, and then having maybe 4 or 5 see-through pink small candle holder that would like fit this size and have candles lit around this. I feel like that'd be really pretty, and they glitter, so I'm like, that matches my wedding dress and the whole theme that I'm going for. So I was like, I'm just gonna get 3 boxes. So we got that, and then I got these candles to go on the memory table in front of the chalkboard. Oh jeez. So we're gonna have kind of like a tiered effect that we're gonna do for that. I thought that'd be nice, pretty for a remembrance table. I found this really pretty looking bird cage, and I was like, how pretty would this be? My mom's idea was to put this candle in it. Go mom. And I was like, how pretty would this be to have like flowers in here, kind of like cascading out. Don't know where I would put this. Maybe by the welcome sign or the guest book. I don't know yet, but they were having a really big sale. It was like 30% off the whole store, so I was like, I'm just gonna get it, because that's something else I've been looking for when I'm going to stores that I haven't lucked out with. Is I'm wanting to find good size like white lanterns that I can put fake LED candles in. There's this area at the venue where you're walking out of the barn, and there's a couple steps down leading into like the dance pit, not the dance pit, well, this is not a mosh pit, the dance area, and where the ceremony would be, where the reception would be, the backyard. And I'm thinking it'd be really pretty to put lanterns with fake candles and flowers kind of like cascading out of the lantern going down the stairs, and also putting them by like the welcome sign. So I'm on the hunt for lanterns. I found like one that I liked at Hobby Lobby, but they only had one in stock, and I would need like 6 to 10 and like a good size. So I'm like, that's gonna be big, so I'm probably gonna have to buy something online and get it delivered and hope it doesn't break. So we will see about that. But then the other 2 things that I got, more pink. I was in like the ribbon section, and I came across this glittery pink tulle, like these 2 different ones, and I couldn't decide which one I liked better. And my mom was like, what if you use these to like DIY your own chair sashes for the ceremony, and like do pretty like bows? And I was like, that's a good idea. So instead of buying a ton and not knowing how much I would need, I decided to just get one of each, and I'm gonna play around with it and like try to like watch some YouTube videos about how to like tie bows for the backs of chairs and figure that out. But isn't that pretty? I just think they're so pretty. Oh my gosh. So that is all the decor I've gotten so far. Like I said, it is taking over my living room. Like throughout the coming year, I'm still going to be going, I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me to shop for other decor, see what we can find, and make some DIY crafts together and solo wood flowers. So we will see what we come up with.
Okay, so a little quick update from future Emily is I actually just got off the call with the florist today and everything went so well. I really love her and I really want to go with her. The only thing, and I think I was expecting this because I read about this online too, is she said that because she's a full service florist that she would need to do the reception tables too, so probably can't do my DIY wood flower project, but I was kind of expecting that, so it's totally fine. So I'm thinking what I'm actually going to do is maybe do all the wood flower decorations for the day before, so the rehearsal dinner, decorate those tables by the dessert station and stuff like that to make it pretty and florally, and then people can take those arrangements home. So I'm still going to do the wood flowers, it's just going to be in a different format, I guess, for when I'll do them, but I'll still be able to do them. But I love talking to her. Everything, all the ideas she gave me just sounded so exciting. So I am going to get to work on brainstorming. I will let you know probably in my next video what we came up with for all the different I can't speak, for all the different floral arrangements that we're gonna do.
Okay guys, that is gonna be it for episode 2 of planning my wedding. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. Please let me know if you want me to continue this series, if you'd like to see more. I would be more than happy to bring you guys along with me for the process. If you do want to see more, the next video will probably be asking my mom to be my matron of honor. I'm going to be putting together a fun little like matron of honor proposal box for her and doing something a little bit special for her, and talking about more of the planning process and maybe shopping for more decor, maybe even starting DIY projects. So let me know if you would like in episode 3 and even more than that, and I would be more than happy to make one. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video and for just all of your excitement with my last wedding planning video with trying on wedding dresses. It's so fun to just have this big group of online friends to just talk about all this stuff with and have you guys be excited too. So thank you guys for making this moment in my life be such a special one. I am so grateful and honored, and I'm so appreciative of every single one of you. I love you guys. You make my life so much brighter. You don't even know. So thank you for being you. I appreciate you guys. So until my next video, I hope you guys are reading some amazing books, and I will see you then. Bye.